They can never keep me down, I'm going. And if I ever fail, just know I'll go again. I never quit, cause I know that every loss may lead to another win. I'm going up. I bet when I land, they gon' tell me it's luck again.
What's going on, everyone? Episode 52 of Luck and Talk Live, and today it's just me. No one else around. We have the thing called VYPE Campus, where we go to various schools, make some photographs, make some magazines, make everyone look good. And so Shayna and Scott are out doing that today, so it is just me at the helm, but that's okay. I mean, if there's any week that you would like to miss, it's really this one, as far as, you know, trying to host alone. It's the last week of the football season, which means so much to talk about as far as district goes. So today I'll walk through Austin and San Antonio and look at every district from 2A through 6A and tell you where things stand as we head into the last week of the regular season, heading into the playoffs. But of course, before I get into that, I gotta talk about my team, the Cowboys. I mean, last night, on Halloween night, came news right around 5 o'clock that Dak wasn't going to play, which I think a lot of people figured would happen. I think when you kind of look at it, the way the Cowboys are doing, the way they're playing this year, they're looking longer term, right? Losing that game last night would have hurt, but it would have been okay because you get to rest Dak, get him healthy, because you still got 10 more games, I believe, after this. So still plenty of season left, and they're looking long term. And if you play last night and got injured or missed the rest of the season, then you're playing that what if game. So they sat him, and lo and behold, the Cowboys win the game on a Cooper rush to Amari Cooper to Cooper. Touchdown with little time remaining, and then the defense was able to hold the Vikings. Man, and which, by the way, interesting note, this was the first time in NFL history where the person's first name, Cooper for Cooper Rush, connected to someone with the last name of Cooper. And then last year it was actually vice versa. So Cowboys kind of have a distinction in the record books of having a first name to last name connection, and then last year it was a last name to first name connection. So, but Cowboys win and they're rolling. Hopefully Dak comes back healthy next week, and they can continue to roll. Which, by the way, they play the Broncos, who have just traded Von Miller to the Los Angeles Rams. So, one of the vaunted pass rushers of our generation. Cowboys won't have to worry about next week, at least for now. If they see the Rams down the road, obviously they'll have to worry about them then. But for now, they will not have to worry about Von Miller. So kind of like a win heading into their game against the Broncos coming up this week. And we'll see if Dak will play or not. But let's get to the high school football. It's here, the last week of the regular season. Some big-time matchups coming up. And yeah, some districts still to be decided. Some have already been decided. We'll get through all that. I'm just going to run through them. I'm going to run through all the districts, tell you everything you need to know in the Austin and San Antonio area, at least, as we head into Week 11. So first up, we're going to talk about we're going to start in 2A. We're going to 2A Division 1, District 13. This one looks like Shiner has this one in the bag. There's still some things. Let's see who Shiner plays. Shiner plays Schulenburg, so that because you have Ganado and Flatonia both at 2-1. Shiner's at 3-0. Probably some things that can happen there, but Shiner looks to have this division locked up. And really, the only I don't know if Waymer is going to be able to sneak in. I think this district is kind of set as far as the 4 teams, 1 through 4. It's really going to come down to is it settled as far as spots 2, 3, and 4, because Ganado and Flatonia do play each other, so could shake up the 2 and 3. That's going to decide the 2 and 3 slot right there. So, but Shiner looks to have that one in the bag as far as district champion there. Next up, we have 2A Division 1, District 14. Kind of same scenario there. 1 through 4 locked up. Mason, Johnson City, Azona and Harper. Those are locked up. Now it really just depends on, let's see if Johnson City and Azona. So really, if both of those teams win, looks like Johnson City will take the 2 spot because of their only loss being to Mason. So Mason looks to have the first spot locked up in that one. Moving on, we have Division 2 for 2A in District 15. It looks like Dehanis, Savinol, and if I say these names wrong, please excuse me. I do apologize. Bruni, they look like they have at least the 1, 2, and 3 spots kind of locked in, most likely in that order. Dehanis is playing Charlotte, so I would assume that's not going to change right there. And then you have LaPryor and Charlotte going through that for that that last spot. Like I said, Charlotte is playing Dehanis, so I don't see I don't see that changing. And LaPryor is playing Benavides, who is 0-8. So could be an interesting potential maybe 3-way for that 4 spot, and maybe a potential tiebreaker there for that 4 spot right there. So, but like I said, I don't think Charlotte's going to win. LaPryor, I think, has the better chance of winning against. But like I said, they play Benavides, who is 0-8 on the season. So you think they would get that locked up, but we shall see. Moving on, still in Division 2 for 2A, District 16, Fall City looks to have this one locked up. They're playing Woodsboro. They look to have that first place locked up. Then you have Yorktown at 4-1, Luis at 5-2, and Woodsboro at 3-2. So that district is pretty much locked up right there as far as playoff seeding goes. Moving to the 3A, Division 2, District 15. Poth has that one pretty much locked up. They beat Natalia, who was there. That one was really for the district title last week, so they have that one locked up. Natalia, and they're done. They don't play another game. They're having their bye week this week. Natalia sitting there at 2nd, Stockdale at 3rd, and Karn City at 4th. Let me look here and see. So Dilly has already played Karn City and lost, so pretty sure Karn City has this one locked up, though. If Dilly wins, there could be some tiebreaker situations going on, but I think because they play each other already, I think that's pretty much how that one's going to go. Moving on to 3A, Division 2, District 16. Odom has this one locked up at 6-0. Hebronville is at 4-1, Taft at 3-2, and you have Banquet and Skidmore Tynan at 2-3 apiece. I believe Banquet has this one locked up, so I think they had that last 4th place spot locked up. Although that means they'll probably end up playing both in the first round of the playoffs, which I mean it's not a very hey, you make the playoffs, but hey, here you go, you get both. So that is that district right there. We'll stay in the 3A. We move to Division 1, District 11. Lorena at 5-0, Little River Academy at 4-1. Cameron Yo at 4-2, Rockdale at 3-2. Let me see who they play. Yeah, I think that's going to be your 4 teams right there with the remaining schedules that I'm seeing in that order. So Lorena looks to have that top spot locked up. Moving on to Division 1 for 3A, we have District 13. I'm probably mispronouncing this, Lano, one or the other. Looks like they have that one locked up at 4-0 with Lago Vista and Blanco taking the 2-3. And then the big game for this one is actually the game where neither team play. I guess there's 2 big games because Lago Vista and Blanco, they play this week. And so the winner of that one will lock up the 2 spot, and the loser will take the 3rd spot. And then Lowling and Comfort play. And the winner of that one will lock up the 4th spot. As you know, Lowling this year broke they had the UAL's longest losing streak up until earlier in the year, and now they broke that. But now they get Comfort. So both teams 1-7, 1-8 on the year respectively. One of these teams is going to get the 4th playoff spot. So who will it be? I don't know. I want to go Comfort in this one, but Lano has that top spot. Orlando, excuse me if I get it wrong, locked up, with Lago Vista and Blanco battling for the 2 seed come this Friday. All right, staying in 3A, our last 3A game to look at here before we move to 4A. In Division 1, District 14, Poteet has the top spot locked in. Jordanton and Randolph right behind at 5-1 and 4-1. And then you have Cole and Marion right behind, battling for that 4 spot. They do play each other, so the winner of that one will obviously lock up the 4 spot. And does Jordanton play Cole in this one? Or Randolph? No. So Poteet does play Randolph in this one. So I guess if they lose, I don't know if there's any tiebreakers. Poteet did beat Jordanton in this one, so I believe they have it locked up regardless if they lose. And I think Jordanton has a bye this week, so kind of just sitting and wondering. But the 4 spot is up for grabs, and Cole and Marion will battle it out for this one. So I think if Randolph can beat Poteet, there might be like a 3-way tie for first, and there's going to be some tiebreaker scenarios, I think, in that one. So, by the way, for Poteet, just a little kind of nugget for you, if you will. Let me pull up my little notes here. I have it right here somewhere. Ernest Davila becomes the first running back in Texas high school football this season to rush for 2,000 yards. He's sitting at, according to Poteet Football's Twitter, 2,046 yards. So he's been great. I mean, he came on last year and as a junior came on and just picking things right back up as a senior. So congrats to him and the Poteet Aggies as they look to lock in that number 1 seed district title heading into the playoffs. Moving on to 4A Division I, District 13. No surprise in this one, LBJ sitting at 4-0 in first place. The top, probably one of the, I mean, it's not the top team in 4A Division I. This team, I feel like, has the potential to go all the way this year. Do not be surprised if you see them go all the way, folks. And then you got Fredericksburg, Canyon Lake, and Lampasas rounding out the 2 through 4 spot. Let's see, Lampasas and Fredericksburg will be playing each other, so there's the chance for Lampasas to kind of leapfrog Fredericksburg and send them down to the 4th spot. So I think Canyon Lake pretty much, if Fredericksburg wins, they'll get the 2, but if Fredericksburg loses, I don't know who. I think Canyon Lake will get the 2 spot in this one. Let's see if who won that game between Canyon Lake and Lampasas, because I think that will determine who gets the 2 spot. So let's see, pulling it up on my schedule here. Oh, well, never mind. Canyon Lake and Lampasas play each other, so the winner of that one. I don't know what I was saying with Fredericksburg, so I was looking at the wrong thing, I guess, right there. So, yeah. So, Canyon Lake and Fredericksburg play each other, or Lampasas, I'm sorry, play each other. So, some good things coming right there. Next game coming at you, or not next game, but next district is Division I, District 14 and 4A. This one is locked up as far as playoff spots go. You have Bernie, Somerset, Lavernia, and Pleasanton. They're going to the playoffs. Uvalde will miss out in this one because of the how the games have played out. The only question now is going to be who's going to get that 3 and 4 spot. Will it be Lavernia? Will it be Pleasanton? They play each other, so the winner of that one will obviously get the 3 spot. The loser will get the 4 spot. Probably will end up playing LBJ if I'm not mistaken. So don't want to lose this game Friday because of probably what's on the horizon if you do. So let's move on to 4A Division II, District 13. Cuero sits in the driver's seat in this one with Smithville, Navasota, and LaGrange. It looks like LaGrange Navasota and Giddings are playing each other. So there's a chance where Navasota could get knocked out. LaGrange is playing Smithville. So some good games to pay attention to in this one coming up on Friday. 4A, Division II, District 14. Wimberley sitting pretty, and they play Austin Achieve on Dave Campbell's Texas Football. I believe their computer their computer picks are saying that they are like a 99 point favorite in this one. So, yeah, last year they beat them pretty handily. I think 70 or 80 points on them, but I don't think they're going to put up 90 on them. But, yeah, Wimberley has this one pretty much secured. Navarro, Maynard New Tech, and Young Men's Leadership Academy. I believe those are going to be your 4 teams in this one. All right, moving on to 4A Division II, District 15. Carrizo Springs sitting in first, Divine, Hondo, and Bandera in your 2 through 4 spots, with Crystal City I think has an outside shot. They would have to beat 3-1 Divine to get in and have Bandera lose. Bandera plays Pearsall, so not looking good for Crystal City in this one. Expect Carrizo Springs, Divine, Hondo, and Bandera to get in. Moving on to 5A Division 1, District 11. Weiss with a big-time win over Cedar Park. Locks up, if I'm not mistaken. I think they lock up. Yeah, so because they beat Maynard, they lock up that district title. I think at the most, I think it's a share, but regardless, they get the district title on this one. What a win for Weiss this past Friday. Maynard at 5-1, Cedar Park at 4-2, and Georgetown at 4-2. So I think there's an outside shot for Hendrickson to get into this one. They'll obviously have to beat Pflugerville first, and obviously hope for Georgetown to lose to Weiss, and I think they might have a shot then, depending on how things play out with the tiebreakers and whatnot. But it looks like Maynard and Cedar Park have locked in those 2 and 3 spots. Though I think they do play on Friday. Let me check here. Yeah, so they do play each other on Friday. So Cedar Park still has a shot at that number 2 seed if they can get past Maynard on Friday. Moving on, 5A Division 1, District 12. Dripping Springs with their very impressive win over Buda Johnson, who is in their second year of varsity football, solidifies the top spot for that district with Johnson right behind them. Seguin coming in third, and Veterans Memorial currently in fourth. Veterans Memorial, who got Canyon has an outside shot. They'll need some help, but they do play Buda Johnson, so they will definitely need to win that one. And Seguin is playing Dripping Springs. So some things will have to go right for Canyon in order to slip into the playoffs. Obviously, Veterans Memorial will have to lose against Kyle Lehman. Don't know if that's going to happen. So we'll see. But I think as things stand, I think the 4 teams from this district that will get the playoff berths are Dripping Springs, Buda Johnson, Seguin, and Veterans Memorial. Moving on to District 13 and Division 1 5A, Highlands, Lanier, Brackenridge, and Burbank currently are your top 4 teams. But this one seems like it's wide open. I think this one you have JFK right there at 4-3, Edison at 3-4. So as is San Antonio Memorial. So I think a lot of things can happen in this district depending on how things play out. And it looks like JFK does play San Antonio Memorial. So keep your eye on 5A Division 1, District 13. Moving on, we got 5A Division 1, District 14. Southwest Legacy at 5-0, Southwest at 5-1, Southside at 3-1, and Wynn at 2-3. Wynn and Rio Grande City do play each other. So the 4 seed is on the line in this one. If Wynn wins or Rio Grande City wins, whoever wins that one will lock up the 4 seed. And let's see, and Southwest Legacy and Southside play. So some very interesting games in this one, just from the standpoint of none of these spots seem to be locked in quite yet. But if you want to make the playoffs for Wynn or Rio Grande City, you got to win that one on Friday. Moving on to Division 2 of 5A, District 13. We have Brenham and Rouse. They are both sitting at 6-0 in district, and they play each other on Friday. So winner of that one will lock up the 1 seed. The loser will lock in the 2 seed. Glenn is at 4-2, and Bastrop is at 3-3. So it looks like Glenn will have. I think Glenn will have the 3 seed locked in, and then Bastrop and Eastview. That is going to be a big time. They each have their own game to play, so Bastrop can sneak, or who's that? Eastview can sneak in there if Bastrop loses. So that 4 seed is up for grabs between Bastrop and Eastview. Moving on to 5A Division 2, or 5A Division 2, District 14, Liberty Hill has that one locked up at 5-0. McCollum at 4-1, Marble Falls at 3-2, and Travis at 3-2. Crockett at 2-3. Let's see who Crockett plays. Crockett plays Marble Falls, so I don't think they'll get that one. So I'm pretty sure those ones are locked in place. 1 through 4 in that district. Our last 5A district for the San Antonio Austin area, District 15 for Division 2, Alma Heights at 4-0, Bernie Champion at 3-1, Medina Valley at 2-2, and Floresville at 2-2. I think Tybee has an outside shot of getting in. Floresville and Medina Valley do play each other, so the winner of that one will lock up the 3 seed. And then Tybee, I think they'll need some help in that one to get in. I don't think they'll win. I think who are they playing? They're playing Alma Heights. So unless Alma Heights is just resting everyone, I think your 1 through 4 in this one is locked up. Moving on to 6A right now, we have District 25. Vandergrift, I think Round Rock can lock up a shared district championship if they beat Vandergrift. Vandergrift looks to have at least part of the district championship locked up. But again, I think if Round Rock beats them, there'll be a shared title. I think maybe between them and Cedar Ridge and Vandergrift. So I think I'm not sure how it all works, so forgive me on that. But Vandergrift currently in the driver's seat, and Hutto is in 4th right now at 3-3, and Hutto plays Cedar Ridge. So a big time game there if Hutto wants to stay in the playoff hopes. They're sitting at the 4th spot right now. Moving on to District 26 of 6A, we have Westlake, Lake Travis, Bowie, and San Marcos as your 4 teams right now. There will be San Marcos and Aikens play each other. Aikens is currently number 5, but if Aikens can beat San Marcos, I think there's going to be some tiebreaker scenarios going on to see who gets that 4 spot there. And then, of course, the big-time game, Westlake versus Lake Travis this Friday. This one will decide who the district champion is. Is Cade Klubnet going to be back? Westlake has been rolling without him, but of course, in this big game of 2 state powers, you as Westlake, you probably hope he can go. But if not, hey, you want it for the playoffs at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, as long as they get it for playoffs, I'm sure they'll be happy. But bitter rivals, you know, he wants to play this one with his last game, regular season game of his senior year. District 27 of 6A, we have Steele sitting at 7-0. Smithson Valley 5-1, New Braunfels 4-2, and East Central 3-3. Let me see who East Central plays. East Central plays Clemens. So Clemens does have a shot to maybe sneak in if they can win, and Wagner can lose. And Wagner plays Judson, who is sitting there second to last in the district. Judson, they led Steele early, but Steele came back and won that one. But this will be for Steele. Let me get my little stats here. Because of their loss to Steele, Judson not only has a 44-year streak without a losing season ends, so that snaps that, but also they're going to miss the playoffs. So Judson, they replaced their coach, and they seem to have some life with him, but in this district, too little too late for this point, and so they are going to miss out on the playoffs, and they also have a losing season. Moving on to District 28 of 6A, you have S.A. Johnson going to win that district after their thrilling victory over Reagan. Reagan missed a field goal to keep the game going, and so Johnson locked up that one. Reagan locks up the 2 seed, I believe. No, they do play Brandeis. So if Brandeis can beat Reagan, then Brandeis will get that 2 seed, and then you have Clark and Madison sitting there at 4 and 5. And do they play each other? They do not, but Clark does play San Antonio Johnson. So if Madison can get a win over MacArthur, who has not won a game, then it looks like Madison can get in over Clark. So big time game for that 4 seed right now. And Madison, just based on numbers, kind of sees in the driver's seat in that one. And finally, our last game to look at, District 29 of 6A. Brennan at 7-0, Marshall at 7-1, Taft at 5-2, and Harlan at 4-3. So it looks like Marshall and Brennan are playing each other. So whoever wins that one will win the district. So big time game right there. And then you have Taft at 5-2, Harlan at 4-3. Who does Holmes play here? Let's see. Holmes plays Stevens. So looking to hold on. Holmes plays Stevens, so looking to get that 4th spot, and Harlan plays Warren. So all Harlan has to do is win, and they should be fine. So that is kind of your look into the districts for Austin and San Antonio as we head into Week 11 of the football season. Some great games coming up. some districts are already decided, like I said. Some are wide open, especially looking for those 3 and 4 spots. So lots of good games. With that being said, it is time to show you our Week 10 plays of the week. Every week we come at you with, we pick some plays from our VYPE live broadcast or some that you submit to us that we feel are the plays of the week. We have, I think, 8 for you this week. So let's go ahead and take a look at those right now.
From the left hash, trips to the right into the open field, one solo receiver into the boundary. Not play action. They go ahead and give it to Darlene Alexander.
Fumble.
He fumbles that. Oh my gosh. Cedar Park recovers it. It's out towards the 50. Dior Bradfield's going to have to make the touchdown. And he pulls up. He pulls up at the last second is Michael Putney. Or is that Michael Putney?
That's Michael Putney.
That's Michael Putney. It was an unbelievable.
Burkle goes in motion. Dickey looks, firing. He has Burkle. Burkle's open. Burkle has nothing but green, and it's going to be a 72-yard touchdown throw and catch. Drew Dickey to Jack Burkle.
And this one's going to be about 32 yards. This one's up. And now it's going to be short and going to be returned for Beaumont United. Trying to find some room on the right side. He has blockers. Across the 30, 35, 40. Across the 50. Down the sideline. He's going to be gone. And that is going to be a Timberwolf touchdown. And that is number 4. Trey Richards takes it over 100 yards to the house.
Risa rolls. That's 4.
Yes, sir.
That's
Yes,
Fuller
sir.
that hit him.
Goodbye.
And Bond that picks it off and scores. And what I love is that Fuller was helping the quarterback up as everybody ran by him.
It's Preston Harris sneaking in over there.
Nope. He's
Goes to Smith up the middle. Gets the first down. Is still on his feet. Breaks one tackle. On the feet. So at the 50. He's got one man chasing him on his left side. Down to the 30. 25-15. Touchdown Richland.
Wow. 72 yards. And there's Michael Turner who scored the touchdown. Down.
Looks like you're going to blitz Maishawn King. Stepping up is Hicks. Coming from behind. Strip sack. Xavier Graham knocks it out. Diving for the football. They're going to say touchdown. Touchdown Falcons. I think that might have been Jabari Davis that jumped on that, but it was definitely Xavier Graham that came from behind.
10 here for the Vipers. They send Shepard in motion out to the left side, so it's an empty back set now for Buchanan. Dropping downfield. Looking, firing over the center of the field. He's got Grayland Spring. Caught to the 5 into the end zone. Touchdown, Vandegrib. Beautifully thrown football.
Yeah, right down the middle of the field. Beautifully thrown football.
Record. As we get ready to take the field, the crowd getting pumped up here. Tran steps up, and he throws it, and he's got a man wide open. It's caught at the 10, the 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Quincy Jones.
Those are our Week 10 plays of the week. Starting today at 3 p.m., you can vote on your choice for player of the week and vote as many times as you like up until Wednesday at noon when the polls close, and we will reveal the winner later that day. Some good selections for you there as we head into week 11 of the football season. Before we go, we can't do our Who's That Mascot this week because I'm the only one and I'm the one that picked the mascot, so I know the answers are ready. But there is still one good thing, and so one good thing, folks, is where we, or in this case I, tell you one good thing that happened this past week, whether it's sports related, life related, whatever it may be. And for this one, I'm just going to play it and just let you watch because this is some good stuff here.
And Holdman now goes into the backfield with McDonough. Cedar Hill's defense is on the field. Fans are on their feet. Holdman lines up near McDonough. Midway at the 42-yard line with 45-17 Cedar Hill. The snap. Tedford. Holdman picks it up, grabs it. He's going to run. Titus 50. Titus 40. Titus Holdman 20. What a moment. Touchdown. Titus Holdman. And everybody, both teams swarmed Titus Holdman in what a moment, Craig Smoke. Oh, I've never been a part of something like this, an incredible moment.
Yeah, and the officials are waving the clock, so they'll let this run out, and that was really cool. You know, you kind of wonder what they're doing initially, and I give Cedar Hill a heck of a lot of credit, man. They embraced that, and their players were as excited as Midway was, so...
That was my one good thing. Titus Holdman, a Midway there. You know, you love to see plays like that, right? I mean, I think that just, I guess the word I'm looking for is microcosm of why sports is so great, because you have moments like this. I know Merle Bertrand, our broadcast director, can speak on this. He had it happen to him last year with Vandergrift, where it was kind of the same situation. So, you know, you love that when both sides can come together for a good cause, even in, you know, Cedar Hill had the game won. It was a blowout. You can easily just say, nah, you know, just put him in for a play or whatever. But they said, you know what, let's have him score, have him have that memory. Great stuff there. Great sportsmanship by both sides there, and that's just something you love to see. You know, especially as we head into playoffs here. So that is my one good thing for the week. And that's going to do it for us today, folks. So, you know, we got lots of stuff going on in Austin, San Antonio. Tomorrow we'll talk to you about Houston, maybe DFW as well, but at least Houston, and see kind of where things stand for them. As always, you can follow us across all social medias, whether it's YouTube, just type in VYPE, hit that subscribe button. Twitter, VYPE Houston, VYPE DFW, VYPE ATX, VYPE SATX, Instagram, kind of the same thing. Just look for VYPE. And if you want some great content that you don't see just on the regular website, become a VYPE Insider today, folks. $2.99 a month or $1.99 a month if you pay the whole year up front. So some great content by people like Matt Malatesta, Josh Cook, Dennis Silva. Lots of great content coming at you. Lots of things in the works. So you do not want to miss out on becoming a VYPE Insider. Do that today, folks. But for that, that's it for our show today. You know, like I said, you know, just me today. Tomorrow, hopefully, we'll have everyone back, but we will find out as we get there. I'll know tomorrow. I'll know when you know, folks. So until then, we will see you tomorrow, and we'll see you at the games.